Hey there, tubers. So this week's video is just really kind of more of a vlog. Just gonna let you guys know what I have coming up, some projects in the works. And I think I mentioned in my last video that I've got a new door that I'm working on right now. It is going to be a door that I'm shipping up to New Hampshire. It has kind of more the sunburst design, kind of like the one that's behind me right here. Actually, leaning up against that door is the framework for the new door. And so I should actually have that video for you this Friday. Also in the work, I just scored a whole truckload full of wood stumps. And although I've not done a lot of work with wood stumps before, I figured why not give it a try and see what kind of comes out of it. So that's going to be coming up. But I need to buy a big old chainsaw and kind of make a way to cut them nice and straight because I don't have a mill. So that's going to be a project coming up. Another thing that I'm doing that's not associated work, I don't know, maybe some of you know that I love hiking. And so this year I received my permit to hike the Muir Trail. And for those of you that don't know, that starts in Yosemite and goes for about 212 miles all the way to the summit of Mount Whitney. So I start that July 28th. So one of the things that I'm doing now is I'm hiking like every morning and trying to get my my body into shape, you know, kind of get geared up. Elevation is probably going to be my biggest challenge. So I've got to start working on elevation. So I'm going to go up to Flagstaff a lot more, go hike Mount Humphreys, which gets me up to around 11,000 feet, and try to get my elevation tolerance up a little bit more. So another cool project that I'm kind of really anxious to kind of get started on is I want to make like a little sculpture that's probably about 6 to 8 inches tall that looks like a backpacker. So, you know, have like a little backpack and maybe like a little hat and some hiking boots and whatnot. And I want to take that with me on the Muir Trail. And I want to be able to carry it from Yosemite all the way to Mount Whitney. And then when I get to the top of Mount Whitney, I would like to be able to hand this off to another hiker who may be planning another hike, you know, in another state. And then that person would then hand the sculpture off. And then so on and so on and so on. I've named the sculpture before I've even created it Rathbone. And so if you hear me talking about Rathbone in the future, that's what I'm talking about. It's a little hiking sculpture. I would love to see what happens within an entire year and how far Rathbone can travel around America. I will create its own Facebook page and a way for people to post pictures and videos and who has Rathbone and where Rathbone might be. And I think it'd be a kick to see, maybe let's get Rathbone up to Mount Everest or something. And I'm going to try to keep it as light as possible because I know some hikers, you know, are really concerned with weight, and understandably so. So that's another project I'm really excited about. And one of the things that I really want to try to do is I want to try to do more DIY videos. Do-it-yourself videos. So if you have any ideas of things that you'd like to see me show you how to do, then shoot me a comment in the bottom. Let me know, and I'll take a project and we'll just build it. Or maybe you've got a tool that you'd like to buy, but you're not quite sure how to operate it or something like that. So just leave a comment down below and I'll make sure I can do a video on that. One of my newest additions to my social media family is a website called Patreon. It's kind of an ongoing crowdfunding website. So for people like me who do this for a living, make things, it's a way for people who support us and like to watch and encourage us to make things. It's a way for you to support and help out. So you can actually say, oh, I'm going to give Doug $2 a month, and you know, we can have that automatically deducted, and then you get some rewards. Some things like, you know, I'm going to create a Facebook page specifically for Patreon viewers. So before I send any videos out into the ethers and allow everybody to watch them, you'll get to watch those videos earlier. Also, when I'm sitting here trying to come up with ideas, or maybe I'm trying to figure out how to paint something or add a different color, I'm going to put it on that page. So I'm going to get your input. So you're going to have a more active role in some of the things that I do. And as you increase the amount of money, you get more things. I believe the $50 a month donation, which is, a lot, for anybody, I would think, to help some hippie, like, building stuff in a shop. But what that does is that's going to get you an entry into an annual giveaway of one of these big metal doors. Now, the average cost of one of those doors is about $1,450. So if you did $50 a month for 12 months, you can do the math. It's actually a pretty good deal. So that's my Patreon page, and one of the things that I'm running a campaign for right now is actually to get a new metal cutting chop saw. When I make things and I send them off, obviously I get paid for doing that right there, and that covers the cost of my shop. It covers utilities, it covers materials, it covers, cover a lot of the basic essentials. So there's really not a leftover at the end of a project or at the end of the month to say, hey, I want to buy a $400 machine. So improving my quality by improving the quality of my tools is sometimes a very, very slow process, simply because I just don't have the extra capital to invest in something like that. And I'll be honest with you, I am a huge proponent of you can make anything you want with what you've got. But there are times where having the right tool for the right job really makes a difference. So, hey, that's what I've got coming up. I'm really excited about it, and hope that's enough to kind of get you excited to come back and check out some more videos. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos in the future, please subscribe. That really helps everybody out on YouTube. When you start your own channel, I don't think people realize, how much time and effort goes into it. I sure as heck didn't. I have a lot of respect for those people who have those hundreds of thousands of viewers and how much time and effort they've actually put into their YouTube channel. It really, really does make a difference when you subscribe and you comment. It really kind of helps feed that channel. Other than that, take care. See you in the next video.